You need a knight in shining armour?
Oh, thanks, yeah. I just picked them up for the baby. I may have gone a tad overboard decorating the nursery. I don't want them stolen, so yes.
My ex's mum insisted on redecorating the spare room as a gift when we were expecting Rachel. But choosing the colour scheme almost brought us to the brink of war. So how does Greta feel about you wielding a paintbrush on her turf?
Oh, my turf. Jason and Greta will be living with me once the baby's born.
How on earth did you get bullied into that?
Well, it would be ludicrous for them to live anywhere else. I've got space, and besides, they'll need the support.
So the echo of a baby crying through the walls at all hours will be marvellous when the alarm goes off first thing in the morning.
I'll rally.
So Greta's fine about living with her de facto mother-in-law?
Well, why wouldn't she be? Besides, it's the only thing that makes any sense. Her parents live abroad.
You have actually spoken to her about this, haven't you? And Jason.
Anyway, I'll take it from here, thank you.
You know there's a load of stuffed goblins in the office?
They're elves. Goblins are creepy. Elves bring joy to a child's heart.
Right. My mistake.
Donna, what does a photograph of food mean, exactly? As in, why would a person send such a thing to another person?
Oh, I don't know. They might be saying, here's what I'm doing today. Or here's what I'm eating. Wish you were here.
Ambulance just dropped them off. I told them to bring us straight to you.
Greta, you all right?
It's really good the baby's been moving. So, the baby's got a steady heart rate.
Good. Let's get a CRP in a group and save. Oh, and page Miss Fanshawe on Obs and Gynae, please.
What, the head of department? I'm just saying, shouldn't we find out if there's something wrong first?
It's called erring on the side of caution, Nurse Jackson.
Right.
Pain's gone. It could have just been indigestion or...
Unlikely.
She's been having a lot of wind after meals.
Jason?
It's important Auntie Serena has the whole picture.
Exactly, Jason, thank you.
I'm just saying that if anyone knows my body, then surely it's me.
Yeah, well, we are going to take very good care of you, Greta. Nothing is going to happen to that baby. Not on my watch. If Miss Fanshawe doesn't respond, page her every 5 minutes until she does.
Yes, Miss Campbell.
Hello, Greta. I've named him Harold, after an ex-boyfriend who shared a certain likeness. But you can name him if you prefer.
You're strange. Jason didn't warn me.
Right. Well, I've been able to rule out appendicitis, and Miss Fanshawe couldn't find anything of concern with the baby. That's good news.
I was poked and prodded by that woman for half an hour.
Ah, yes. Well, I used to joke with my ex-husband that you have to give up your dignity in exchange for a baby. Oh, come on. Sure it wasn't all that bad. Look, I know the stress that you must be under. Believe me, I remember the last few weeks before giving birth. Stomach like a beach ball, ankles like... well, not like ankles, that's for sure.
I'm doing fine. I keep telling you, it was just indigestion. Jason should never have called that ambulance.
Oh, well, I mean, it's hard to stay calm when the stakes are so high. For anyone, especially for someone with... Anyway, we are going to have to keep a close eye on Jason once the baby's here.
We?
Well, you, mainly, obviously. Look, I've no intention of treading on toes. You'll have your own room, and I won't even offer to help with the baby unless you ask me to.
Hang on, our own room?
Well, Jason's going to want to see that baby every day. It wouldn't be fair to make him travel.
Jason will be living with the baby. The 3 of us will be in my flat.
Jason, enough with the bananas.
Bananas are excellent during pregnancy. They can help prevent anemia, reduce swelling.
Take a breath, And I told you, Greta and the baby are absolutely fine. I strong-armed some of the best in the hospital to take a look at them, so you've got nothing to worry about.
I wanted to call you as soon as the pain got bad, but I thought an ambulance would be best.
And you were right.
Will it be like that when the baby's born? Will Greta be in a lot of pain?
How about we focus on what it'll be like when the baby's actually here?
Maybe that would be best. Greta said you bought an elf. She found it very strange.
Yes, well,
She also said you wanted her and Rodney to move in with you.
Rodney? That's even worse than Guinevere. You can't call a girl Rodney. Rodney's the elf's name, isn't it?
I thought that was obvious.
Yeah. It's just that I've got so much space at my house. I just assumed.
You shouldn't do that.
No.
It can make you feel silly.
Yes. Convinced that you want to move in with Greta permanently?
I worry where I'll put my things.
Yes, I worry too. Not about that so much. Look, Jason, the thing about babies is that although they aren't very big, they have a habit of bringing about very big changes to lifestyle and routine. And look, I am sure you're going to be an excellent father. I just hate to see you struggling without the right support.
Everything looks really good. So have you thought about names yet?
Oh, Guinevere's still a strong contender, apparently.
Or Flame.
Oh, I called mine Orville before she came out. My mother-in-law nearly had a fit. She thought I was being serious. Well, they say that you want something that could be either a prime minister or a rock star, don't they? So...
Oh, well, I can only imagine that Flame will take Downing Street with a landslide.
As long as we're together, that's what matters. You, me, and the baby.
Ah, yes. Now, look, Jason and I have been talking about the issue of living arrangements, and he agrees with me. It would be silly not to accept the offer of living at mine. Imagine, great Auntie Serena on hand to change nappies, babysit, make sure you eat when you don't even have time to shower.
I know we agreed to live at your place, but that was before Auntie Serena explained everything. Now she has. I agree with her.
And that's it, is it? Decision made just like that.
Oh, no. No, this is entirely your decision to make, Greta. No, I only want to do what's best for you and the baby.
I've been checking Greta's obs every half an hour, just like you asked. All clear.
Good.
I had a ton of indigestion when I was preggers. I don't know about you.
Acid reflux.
Oh.
I had to keep a spittoon beside the bed. Very sexy time of my life.
If that happened to us, you don't think there's just a teeny tiny chance that that's what's happening to Greta? Just a question.
Which would mean that I've been horribly overreacting. Making a fuss, mountains out of molehills, etc.
I loved my ex-mother-in-law. Me and her, we were like peas in a pod. We could sit and gas over a glass of wine for hours, but after Amber was born, we almost had a falling out. You know, she wanted to help like every single second and be there for us and give advice, and I sort of wanted to stave her head in with a frying pan. I still liked her. I loved her even, but the point is that there can only be one captain of a ship. And when it comes to kids, well, that's sort of got to be the mum.
You think I'm interfering? Being overbearing?
Like...
When Eleanor was born, I used to have nightmares about a monster stealing her away from me. The monster always seemed to have the face of Edward's mother. Yeah, but the fact is, Jason and Greta aren't your average parents to be, and like it or not, they will need support.
Of course.
And I'm family. If anyone's going to offer help, it should be me. Strange I can take. Interfering. Overbearing.
Greta's bleeding.
A bleed at this stage of pregnancy can mean many, many things, including nothing.
We know.
There's every chance that the baby will be fine. Every chance, and there's really nothing to worry about.
Auntie Serena, please calm down. If it's good news, we'll be relieved. If it's bad news, we'll deal with it together.
The obs and gynae consultants just left.
Yes, they're going to be fine.
Great. Look, I'm sorry if I put my foot in it before. I
haven't seen a more solid couple in a long time.
I should be well jealous, but, well, mostly I'm just happy for them. You know, even though they're solid now, they're still going to need propping up when the baby comes.
True, but I think maybe my anxieties have very little to do with Jason's limitations and everything to do with my own. I try not to use this loo. I come in here and I wash my hands and I think, this is where I have been. I've spent a lot of time worrying about the amount of attention Jason needs from me. But there's only one thing worse than being needed, isn't there?
Greta just wants to be with Jason at the end of the day. Maybe you're right. Maybe them living with you would be better in the long run.
Oh, please don't. I used to have actual nightmares about my mother-in-law. I couldn't bear it if he felt the same about me.
You're not my mother. You're Auntie Serena.
Yes, that's quite right. And I've behaved unforgivably with the assumptions and the pressure. I know you do the right thing for both of you and the baby, regardless of where you live.
I like your house,
So do I.
but it's not my house.
Yes, I see that.
Jason, me, and the baby. We're going to be a team.
And you should be on home turf where you feel completely comfortable.
What's happening?
You're moving in with Greta, Jason, full-time. No, don't worry. We'll help you work out where to put all your things.
Even the big TV?
Even the big TV.
And my model aeroplanes? Where will they go?
The bin.
Well, you may find you have less time for making models once you've got a baby to look after. Oh, now, the obstetrician explained to you about the low-lying placenta and why it was missed?
That's what's caused the bleed. But it's nothing to worry about.
Exactly. Well, if I haven't said it before, I think the three of you are going to be just fine. And the last thing I want to do is to turn support into a dirty word.
Support's not a dirty word. I know a lot of dirty words, and that isn't one.
I'll leave you to it.
So, the ugly elves are for the baby's room.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll send them back along with the crib and the changing table and the somewhat previous rocking horse.
I wouldn't bother. We're going to be at your house nearly as often as we're at ours. It'd be nice if the baby had somewhere to sleep.
Yes. Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Well, I've told them in no uncertain terms that I am in charge. It's my way or the highway, and I would appreciate it if everyone referred to me as Serena, the all-powerful, including the baby. Try not to interfere again, Nurse Jackson. Then she sent me this.
Well, I mean, at least she's gone to the trouble of sourcing bacon and eggs in Nairobi. That doesn't mean thinking of you.
But wouldn't it be so much nicer if she just said that? Nicer, too, if no offence. I was sitting here with her.
Well, I don't have to talk about bacteria, I mean, if that's what's putting you off.
I sometimes wonder if we're a real couple anymore. I mean, what is a relationship if not seeing someone and speaking to them?
Attachment, I suppose. Commitment.
I got so frustrated the other day, I sent her an email with bullet points. Things I felt we needed to discuss in order of importance.
And she reacted?
Not well. Meanwhile, I've been putting all my focus onto poor Greta and Jason. Maybe I should just give up and get a cat.
Or you could keep venting with a good friend and a decent red.